If you clicked on this video, you're probably looking to get the best image possible out of your drone. What LUT should you use and what are the settings to use to get that cinematic look? These concepts apply to any drone that shoots with a flat picture profile. That includes the Mavic 2 Pro and Air 2S. For this video, I use the Mavic 3 standard version. I'll show you my process of color grading and I'll share with you the settings that I use to get the cinematic look. I'll also be sharing with you my free conversion LUT that you can download and use it on your D-Log footage. So watch until the end and let's get to it. So the first step is actually learning how to fly your drone, meaning that you have to understand every setting, control button and indicators on your Fly app. And there's no shortcut around this one, practice makes it perfect, and each time you fly you'll just get more comfortable. There's plenty of other tutorials out there that teach you in depth how to fly your drone, so we're not gonna cover that in this video. However, there is one thing that you can change right now that will drastically help you in order to achieve smooth and stable shot. By changing the controller sensitivity in your DJI Fly app, you'll be able to get a much more smoother flight. So before your next takeoff, make sure you change your setting to something as similar as mine for the gimbal and controller sensitivity. And do not hesitate to play around this setting after a few flights if you haven't found your preferred setting yet. Okay, so the step number 2 is to shoot D-Log and overexpose the footage when capturing it. D-Log is the color profile that's gonna get you the best image out of your drone or camera, as it retains more dynamic range, meaning that it retains more information in the shadows and the highlights as well. When shooting log, I overexpose the footage between +1.3 and +1.7 so it can retain the most details in the shadows. I also use DJI ND filters to reduce the light that comes in the camera when shooting 24 frames per second, which is crucial to get that cinematic motion blur. I then change the aperture on the drone to expose the image correctly. So once you get the footage inside your editing software, there's a few things you need to do to your log footage in order to turn something like this into this. So what we're going to do is create 4 nodes or layers and name them as follow: temp and tint, contrast, conversion LUT, and the last one could be film look. So now that we have our layers prepared in this specific order, you can use the conversion LUT on the 3rd node of the node tree. Then you can go back in node 1 and 2 and make some change in the temp and tint and the contrast. What I also like to do is pushing down the midtones in the log wheels. So once you got your Rec 709 image, only then you can add a film look on top of it. So the 4th and final tip is for shooting in low light condition, and the Mavic 3 is an absolute beast at it. So when it's getting dark and you can't shoot D-Log anymore, simply change your color profile from D-Log to normal, as you can raise up your ISO to 3200. So at first glance the image looks noisy, but it is manageable if you do the right thing. And if you use a noise reduction effects such as the noise reduction inside DaVinci Resolve or Neat Video, which is a great solution as well, you'll be able to clean that up. I also do not recommend using the normal color profile when shooting in daylight, because you can obtain the same results when shooting D-Log and even better. So even though it looks good straight out of the camera, D-Log will always be better. So if this video helped you, don't forget to leave a like or comment, and if you want to download the conversion LUT, it's in the description down below. See you next time.
Charge me up like electricity. Jumpstart my heart with your love.